Hello, hello. It is 7:30 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and that means that it's time for our evening presentation. I am Dr. DeAndrea Matthews, your host this evening, and welcome to Self Care Sunday. I am so excited about just sharing some self care tips with you today. So go ahead and join us on the live stream. Invite your friends, share the post because we're going to talk about the self care challenge for 2020. Now, today we're going to talk about recharging, re energizing, and re engaging. And I know that I am not the only one who has had some very dark seasons of life this year. We've had some very interesting things, to say the least, that happened to us this year. And a lot of times, we don't often give ourselves credit for what we've overcome. So I just want to take this moment to say that if you are here this evening, give yourself a hand because you have survived this far and you have overcome so much already. Now, in addition to the things that we've already overcome, I want to talk tonight specifically about recharging after overworking. Now, I don't know about anybody else, but my family glamorized overworking. And let me just tell you what I'm talking about. So, my mom, who is an RN. She's retired now, but she was an RN for probably 30 years. And at one point she was actually working three jobs. And it wasn't just her because her brother also had three jobs most of the time and at one point even had four part-time jobs. So my family glamorized overworking. And I remember particularly because we're going into the holiday season, my mother would work triples and doubles on the weekends and on holidays because nobody else really wanted to work those hours and she knew that she was getting premium pay as a result of that. So that became their badge of honor. Overworking became their badge of honor. Hey there, Margaret. Thanks for joining. So, overworking really became their badge of honor. They were dependable, they were loyal, but they were overworked. So, as we look at re energizing, recharging, being revitalized this evening, I want to look specifically at overworking. Now, some of you may not be able to relate to, again, the multiple jobs, but overworking manifests itself in many different ways. Some of you, like me, may be caregivers, and maybe, hi Maria, thanks for joining. Maybe your overworking is giving to others, being a caregiver for others and not really taking the time to take care of yourself. So hopefully I will give you some tips this evening that will help you to address that because I'm also a caregiver and I'm in what they call the sandwich generation. I have my own children that I'm still taking care of, and now I also have caregiver responsibilities for my aging parents. So that is what we call the sandwich generation, and that is where I am. So I completely understand whether it is overworking from, again, the multiple hats that you wear, and I'll talk about that in just a second, or if you're looking at caregiver responsibilities, as many of us have, particularly as we are in this pandemic and so many people need assistance. So, the absence of sleep, quality time with loved ones, and also the lack of relaxation becomes a part of what we see as we are being overworked. And I almost got caught up in it myself. And I've already mentioned how, this is kind of the badge of honor for my family, but I almost got caught up in it because I wear four different hats. So I am the director of diversity. I'm also the president of a nonprofit. I am also the CEO of a publishing company and a senior pastor. And that's in addition to being a wife, a mother, an author, and an international speaker. So you can imagine just the juggling that I go through in life throughout the day, throughout the week. And that doesn't even take into account that I work 6 days a week. So Monday through Saturday, I'm working. And because we only have one car, my days start at 4 a.m. Monday through Saturday. So 4 a.m. I'm up to make sure that my husband makes it to work by 5 a.m. I'm ready for work by 7:30 a.m. And most days my day does not end until about 8 in the evening. So that's roughly 16 hours a day for 6 days a week. So when it comes to self-care, this is something that I take very seriously because I need to be able to protect that time. And for me, that time is on Sunday. So self-care Sunday is perfect for me because this is my day to rest, relax, and recharge. So I have some specific things that I'm going to share with you today that hopefully will help you with your self-care day, whatever day you decide to designate it as. And we'll get back to that in just a minute. So I want to share something else with you because it's perfect that today is the day that I get to share my self-care tips with you because I just got back from my self-care weekend. So twice a year, my husband and I have decided that we're going to steal away for the weekend and be able to, again, not have to do anything. That means no emails, no phone calls if we don't choose to. Again, not having to do anything except to relax and rejuvenate. And that was this weekend for us. So I'm all refreshed and I'm ready to share what you can do to have some of those same self-care tips. So I have a few things that I'll share with you. And hopefully it'll be something that you can incorporate into your own life that you will find value in. So the first point is overextending yourself is not self-care. A lot of times we are tempted to overextend ourselves because there's something that we have that we can give or share with someone else. And well, I can, but the question becomes, should I? And of course, having healthy boundaries is a very important aspect of that. But I also want to remind everyone that no is a complete sentence all by itself. Why is that important? Well, as we're establishing boundaries, just because we can do something doesn't mean that we should. So we need to also make sure that we're saying no for things that don't align with the things that we enjoy doing or the places where we add the most value. Again, there are a lot of things that I'm good at, but there are specific things that I do and it adds value to other people's lives in a way that some of those other things do not. So no is a complete sentence all by itself, and overextending yourself is not self-care. So you want to be able to protect that self-care time. Again, my time is on Sunday, but whatever day you choose, whatever time frame that you choose, you want to protect that time on your schedule, just like you would be meeting with your boss or the CEO of the company. You want to be that serious about protecting that time and making sure that you are doing the things so that you have a chance to rejuvenate and to recharge. Hi, Mia. Thanks for joining. Hello, Ashley. Hello, Shanita. Hello, Dr. Faber. Ashley, Mia, Eddie, thank you all for joining. And if I missed your name, just say hello so that I can give you a shout out. Thank you for joining me this evening. I am hoping that you're going to get some value out of the tips that I share. So I already shared tip number 1, which is overextending yourself is not self-care. No is a complete sentence all by itself. All of that's tied into that one point. And make sure that you're prioritizing your self-care time, whatever day of the week or whatever time frame that you have selected. The second point I want to give you is give yourself permission to rest. That is so important for me because again, I come from this family that prioritizes and values overworking. If you've got 2 jobs, then, most of them have 3 and 4 jobs. So, overworking seems to be this badge of honor. But I needed to remind myself that it's okay to rest. I had to give myself permission to rest. And I want you to be able to give yourself permission to rest. I'm the type of person where I need to feel productive. And if I'm just sitting there, I'm going to be twiddling my thumbs, and let me know in the comments if you can relate to it. Sitting there like, okay, there's something that I should be doing. There's something that I could be doing. And your mind is just racing as if, just sitting there relaxing or whatever you choose to do in the time that you relax, you're not being productive and it's as if something is wrong. So I had to give myself permission to rest. And I see your comment, Nicole. Thanks for saying that. She says, I just got yelled at for not taking the time to do that. That's right. Because other people care about you and they want to make sure that you're having what you need. I'll tell you something else that really changed my mindset about this. Someone told me that if something happens to you, and actually I've seen this happen, but if something happens to you, your job will be posted and, you may not even be out of the hospital or you may not even be recuperated yet. So you want to make sure that you give yourself permission to rest, because if you don't, you're not going to be able to pour into others and to give as so many of us truly enjoy doing. So give yourself permission to rest. And not only that, but find something that you enjoy. Because I've been a wife and a mother for so many years, I wanted to make sure that I found again the things that I like doing. Again, for so many years, and for those of you who are parents, you kind of understand, you get caught up in what the kids enjoy doing. Or if you're in a relationship, you may even get caught up in the things that you enjoy doing as a couple, or that your partner enjoys doing. But you want to make sure that you take the time to figure out what you enjoy doing. And for me, other than reading, because, I'm a big book nerd, but other than reading, I'm finding out now that, you know what? I enjoy sewing. That's something I haven't done in many, many years, but I enjoy sewing. And I also enjoy hula hooping now, which is another activity that I've picked up since we've been in this pandemic. So figure out what it is that you enjoy doing and give yourself permission to rest. All right, third and final point for Self-Care Sunday today. The third and final point is your affirmations. And I know some of our other speakers have talked about the importance of affirmations, and really the affirmations get at that negative self-talk that we can have sometimes. And I tend to say that it's like a ticker tape playing in your head, almost like, those old movies. So you want to make sure that you have affirmations that mean something to you. And I'm going to share some with you that I received compliments of Lisa Nichols, who I call my virtual mentor. So Lisa Nichols often shares this in some of her presentations, and if you watch her videos, you'll see this as well. And this has been very important and helpful for me. So I'm going to share these 3 affirmations with you, compliments of Lisa Nichols. So the first one, and again, I personalize it so that it has my name in it. So the first one is, DeAndrea, I'm proud of you for. And then you go ahead and fill in the blank. Now, these are affirmations that you say to yourself aloud every day, preferably in the morning. And I'm a morning person, obviously. If I'm getting up at 4 a.m., I'm a morning person. So I say this in the morning: DeAndrea, I'm proud of you for, and then I pick at least one thing that I'm proud of myself for that I say aloud and remind myself. The second affirmation is, DeAndrea, I forgive you for. It's important that we learn to forgive ourselves. There are some decisions that we made that, might not have ended up in the expectation that we wanted, but we have to learn how to forgive ourselves and to be able to move past that. And another one of the sayings that I often tell people is, the past has nothing new to say. So whatever is going on from the past, it's already over, it's already ended. The past has nothing new to say. So you want to be able to forgive yourself. So put your name in there. Mine is DeAndrea. So DeAndrea, I'm proud of you for. DeAndrea, I forgive you for. And again, fill in that blank. And then the last affirmation, I'm just giving you 3 today. The last affirmation is, DeAndrea, I'm committed to. What are you committing to do that day? What are you telling yourself that it's okay to do that day? And for example, because it's Self-Care Sunday, I could say, DeAndrea, I'm committed to giving you permission to rest. Today, DeAndrea, I commit to giving you permission to rest. And again, you can customize it so that it says whatever you needed to say, but it's important that you say your name. I know, it feels odd sometimes talking to ourselves in the third person, but it's okay. You're talking to yourself and it's a positive affirmation. So say your name, I'm proud of you for. Say your name, I forgive you for. Say your name, I'm committed to. Those are 3 very powerful affirmations to start your day as you're really taking the time to focus on you for those few minutes before you go off helping everyone else and be able to recharge, revitalize, and re-energize. So many people will, spend time in the coming days as we approach the end of the year thinking about the year in review, looking at what's taken place in 2020, what are the things that we've accomplished, what are the things that we haven't accomplished. But regardless of the number of projects that you did or did not do, I want you to celebrate the fact that you are still here and that you survived. And that means that you still have an opportunity to make a great impact, to leave a wonderful legacy for all of those people who are connected to you and who celebrate you. So let's celebrate those who celebrate us, and remember to celebrate yourself. So hats off to you for everybody who's made it thus far. So again, I just shared 3 self-care tips. The first one, overextending yourself is not self-care. The second one, give yourself permission to rest. And the third is the importance of affirmations. And again, those 3 affirmations, compliments of Lisa Nichols: DeAndrea, I'm proud of you for; DeAndrea, I forgive you for; and DeAndrea, I'm committed to. So I hope that these tips have helped you on today. Again, my name is Dr. DeAndrea Matthews. I have enjoyed sharing with you, and I want to hear from you in the comments. So if the affirmations is something that you're going to implement, let us know. I really want to know if that helps you. And yes, Miss Eddie, go ahead, celebrate yourself. Absolutely. So let me know in the comments if any of these tips are going to be implemented, if they're going to help you, and if you've enjoyed any of the information that I've shared with you today. Thank you all for joining me this evening, and I'll be paying attention to the comments and responding to your comments real soon. So thank you again, Margaret, for the opportunity, and thank you to everyone who's joined the Unleash You family. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Have a wonderful night, everyone. Good night.